Before I get into further detail of the sim panel R, here's me sounding like a child opening it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, would you look at this box? I mean, oh my goodness. I haven't even touched it yet. Let's take a look. Wow. You could feel every single turn. Oh my goodness. And these buttons? What? Wow. Oh, and the switches. Oh, we're gonna set it down, face down. Look at this start button. A genuine start. Oh my goodness. The switch. Oh my god. It's like, that is, wow. Wow, 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 wow. I am blown away. Absolutely blown away. Blown away by the presentation. Blown away by the build quality. I mean, gotten a solid look at it. Wow, this is my first impressions. I cannot wait another day. It's been in my room for a while. This is, wow, I'm blown away. This is the nicest button box on the market by far. I didn't mention this, but those pieces of paper you see on the ground to the left, one of them is an instruction manual that you can view online through a QR code. There's not going to be a bunch of papers in there. And then, of course, a nice welcome letter saying thank you for purchasing this button box. So taking it out of the box, it is a plug and play system. You don't have to purchase or get any software, which is nice. And then the USB cord is just a normal USB, not USB type C. And it comes nicely packaged and nicely wrapped. And you just plug it into any cord you'd like. And as you can see in a second, it is going to light up. And it lights up the color red off the bat. And as you can see, there are 11 buttons, 4 dials. Each dial you could push and use as a button. And then 3 switches that go up and down. Sounds very nice. An engine start button. And then you use that first dial, the R1 dial, and the engine start button to modify, quote unquote, and adjust the box. So as you can see, I push down and it changes colors. There's a multitude of color options, anything from red to white to green to blue, anything you want really in the rainbow. Had a little bit of a tough time pushing it down at times, but that doesn't mean anything. And then pushing down the engine start button using the R1 dial, you can adjust the brightness of the box. You make it brighter or more dim. Personally, I don't like it dim. I like it nice and bright. So mounting the sim panel R is quite simple. As you can see in the previous portion of the video, these tabs were out of the box. I just realized that. But you take the tabs out, and it's a pretty simple maneuver right here. They come with these 2 little inserts you can insert into the box, and you could clamp it down to your desk. Or on the back side, there's a 100mm VESA mount you could use to mount to your rig. Now, today I could not mount it to my rig simply because I do not have a VESA mount and I have nowhere to put it. And that's partially because my rig is unique in the sense where it has, I guess, edges to it. If I was on a normal 80/20 rig, I would simply just use the desk clamp and bolt it down to the edge of the rig. However, due to me having the Ricmotech AP Extreme rig, I cannot do such a thing, and you will just be seeing me bolt it down to my desk, which is obviously more than enough to see a demo of the button box. And right now, I'm just tightening down the left side. I already tightened down the right side, just to be sure it is secured to my desk. As you can see, when I shake it, absolutely no play. I'm about to show you, it just shakes my desk. It's just an earthquake of shaking with this mounting system. Very simple, but very intuitive and very nice. And here I'm pushing all the buttons. I'll flick all the switches, turn all the dials, just to be sure there's no play in the button box. God, those switches sound so good. As you can see, there's absolutely no play. So good on SimPanel for making a very easy mounting system, being the desk mount and the Visa mount. So here we are in game inside Assetto Corsa, and I was just setting up the box. And as you can see, it's very simple to understand the button box. So like when I mount any Moza wheel to my Moza wheelbase, the buttons will be random numbers, in my opinion. I don't know what buttons they are, but SimPanel was very good with coding and coded everything to button 1, button 2. And here, I just want to show the dial is working. I'm adjusting the turbo in the CFR Nissan Z, turning the headlights on and off as well, just to show that everything was working spick and span. Here is that back mounting system. As you can see, you could take those bolts off and you can mount it. And here, just saying you can't mount it to my rig. Sad. So here it is, not bolted down to anything, but I must say it looks so freaking good. I wish I could bolt it down. It's gonna be a great addition to the rig. This concludes my review of the SimPanel R button box. There wasn't too much to go into with this video as it is a button box. Everything worked stupendously. Everything is built to the highest quality at the price point it is at. $250 can get you this button box, and it might seem high, but if you think about it, if you're spending $10,000 for, say, a SemiCube setup and a motion rig, you want a button box to look the par for the money you're spending. Trust me, you don't want to spend $50 on some tacky button box, which brings down the aesthetic and the look of your rig. However, if you are interested in getting this button box, you could use Brandon10 at checkout on the SimPanel site for any of their products to get 10% off anything you see on the site. Whether you want the American Truck Sim button box, you want another button box, or the SimPanel R, the highest quality sim racing button box, go to simpanel.com, use code Brandon10 to get 10% off at checkout. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You're going to see more content on this channel as I haven't been posting much lately. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.